All right, I'm doing a little video blog here. So I've gone 13 miles. I started a little after 11 a.m., which was a little slow. I don't think I quite realized that it would take 2 hours to get up here, and I don't think I quite realized how difficult this terrain was going to be. So 13 miles, I've been hiking for 6.5 hours. I'm actually moving pretty well now, but man, going over Jack's River, I don't know, people on the reviews say it's 20 plus times. I lost count, but you gotta have a walking stick to cross rapids. So figure that out after a few times. Let's see, some pointers for next time. I've got these Crocs that have kind of fallen apart because the dogs have chewed them up. I'm at least glad I brought them. You pretty much have to leave those on when you're switching back and forth over the river. But I think the shoes that we had for, this trip right here, Grand Canyon, would be a lot better to hang on to, have those on, at least for all the switchbacks, which end up getting pretty close together eventually. Bug spray, can't believe I didn't remember bug spray. I've raced some bugs. I just had a race with a horsefly for about half a mile. He finally gave up. Won that battle, sucker! It's pretty good, it's pretty difficult. This whole trail, this is by far the flattest thing I've been on the whole time, and hopefully I only have a mile or two left. And hopefully I can get there in sooner than an hour, because it's 6:30. Good thing it's the summer, otherwise the sun would be setting. Yeah, machete would have been good. I don't understand how so many parts of the trail are really nice like this. I mean, this is immaculate. Most of the trail is not like that. Good bit of the trail, you can't even see it because all the stuff's grown over, and you're like just barely trying to make sure where you're stepping is on the trail and not on a snake. So anyway, I just saw the first person. I mean, maybe 30 minutes ago, he was out here by himself with his dog, and they had just made camp. But seriously, for 6 hours, I hadn't heard or seen a soul. So it's a pretty cool trail. You can only do it, I guess it says, between like March and October, and I think it's just because the water's so cold at that time. So you're going waist deep on some stuff. So I'm glad I brought a towel, and I'm glad I had a bathing suit. So, whew. I'm glad I'm in shape too, because I don't think so. I wouldn't have made it, It's a lot. All right, so that's my video blog. Let's see, what's the date? It's August something. Let's see if my watch will tell me. What is it, August 20th. This is my first day of Solitude, GIA sponsored Solitude. There it is. Did bring my phone because I've just been taking a lot of pictures and taking some videos, but mostly I needed it for the All Trails map, which I'm glad I purchased that so I could download it, because I would be lost to AF right now if I didn't have that trail map. And really, I didn't bring anything to start a fire with, although it's so warm. So that would have sucked. I made out pretty good. It was literally supposed to rain. Like yesterday, it was forecasted to rain all day today. And I had a couple drops. I didn't even pull out my rain jacket. It just wasn't even enough. And then it stopped. So anywho, hope to do this again. This would be fun to do with other people for sure. But man, you got to be in shape. I didn't even make it to the falls. This is Jack River Falls, by the way, if I didn't make that clear. And I just did a loop. You kind of had to do part of the loop and then go up this kind of line, the chute, to get to the falls. And I ran out of time. I'm pretty sure without going to that chute to see the falls, I'm going to clock in at somewhere between 14.5 and 15 miles. Whew. My Apple Watch says I've almost burned 2,000 calories. And actually, the way I started, I guess I started on the, what's that called? Surface level. Ground, why can't I? Elevation, sea level. That's the word I'm looking for. And then after 9 miles of hiking, I was like, all right, I got to head back straight up for 1,600 feet. I think it was about 3 miles that I hiked straight up. I never felt it go down. Anyway, so it's kicked my butt, but I think I'm beating it. Here's an example of the trail where it just, this isn't too bad, but sometimes it just gets so overgrown. All these leaves and brushes come in. and you can barely see the trail. You're like stepping and hoping you're not stepping on a snake. Did see just one snake. He was on a rock sunning a little bit behind me when I was crossing the river, so I got a picture of him, but he wasn't too concerned. Other than that, I really haven't seen much wildlife at all. Just a few bugs. So look at this, see? Just, you know, just weird to me that you can have such a nice trail and then you got the stuff brushing up against your legs. Always got to look down and check for ticks, so. All right, that's Jack's River Falls, Tim Goodwin's first day of solitude, hopefully first of many.